Hello guys, welcome back to Gold Mining Simulator Leaderboard Season 32. Rasha, I was not late. I started the stream bang on, okay? And it wasn't Coffee Pampus. I have enough time within that 3-minute timer to make a coffee, and I did so today. I was on Discord, just on the open voice channel there, having a chat with Rasha and Juta. And, well, yeah, you was on there earlier as well. So thanks guys, it's been a nice little chill fun day. Appreciate all of that. Right, so as the title suggests, we're moving on to the mid-cut. I've dug up all of this, and this is what I'm currently levelling out. A, I've had enough of uneven ground, and B, it's actually some overburden on this stuff, so I did make it on time. Haha. I'll show you guys what I... For a moment then I thought it was going to glitch me down. I've had that before. That is so weird. I'm going to show you guys how many buckets I got so far. So we're starting to get a nice collection here. And these are all... they don't all look it because they get different textures, but if they're not 100%, I think the worst I did was 95, and that was only like 1 or 2 buckets. Right, let's sort out that dirt glitch. Figured I'd waste some fuel, you know? Got money to burn. Apparently I can't figure out which direction I need to go. We have had no cougar sandwiches today. Frankensteins have behaved themselves. I reckon the cougar either scared them off or wore them out too much. Like the Franks now have some horror stories to tell. Her needs were a bit too extreme. So we won't be digging out all of these highlighted squares. These highlighted squares include areas that will allow the excavator to sit on without having to go up against a wall. I know, right? I feel so sorry for those Franks. Get off the spine. Thank you. See what you've done. Why have I not coloured this one in? Ugh, that hurt my eyes. That actually did hurt my eyes then. That was weird. Came out of that thing a bit too quick. And my dozer's skinless. Massage. Oh my god! I just had a funny thought about skin, a different skin for the cougar. It makes me think of Drop Dead Fred. If we were to put the cougar in that one, it'd be like, ugh, cobwebs. Of course, you need to know Drop Dead Fred to get the reference there, but. These ones are the Cougar's trainees. Mainly because they're always wet. And they also like to hold on to the gold. I'm glad someone got the joke. You need to be of a certain age set to get that one. I ain't seen that. I haven't seen that film in a long time. This is where I'll find out I'm actually getting rid of some gold at the same time. But you know what? At this point, eh. I'd rather have a flat, stable surface to mine on. I was hoping to squash it down all the way so I wouldn't have to make a second pass. Took me ages to get that first front section. That square that's not highlighted in the corner there, that was actually further down. I kind of dumped the dirt onto it to level it off to bring it up. I had considered even dumping some dirt on it using the dump truck. So some of these squares, you know, lots of dirt gone. In fact, maybe even a little bit of gold. But then you got that one. Look at that. Now, I haven't yet decided either whether or not I'm going to do this one. I think it will all come down to how long is left of summer. Because obviously I have to do a clean out when the claim needs reset. I'm not going to transfer all those buckets off claim and then back again. Do you know what? Even if I haven't finished this section that I'm doing now at the end of summer, I might even reset the claim after the clean out anyway. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see how long we've got left. How long and how much? Got 6 days left of the season. I do like me a bit of dozing. So nice and chill. I just need to learn the one in Out of Orbit more properly. I struggle with that one. It's too powerful. But with the dirt changes, maybe that would be different. They haven't really said if the dirt... That's a point. In the Out of War updates, they haven't really said if the dirt changes are going to be everywhere or just in the vehicles. So far, they've shown us the dirt moving in an excavator bucket as the bucket tilts back and forth. And they've shown us the way it looks in the back of a dump truck. But they haven't actually said anything about the way the dirt is itself and the way it digs up now. Or will dig up now, soon. So that'll have to be a wait and see. Why I prefer doing this first as well. This is so much faster than just trying to... Oh, I know I'm skimming off the top, but this is so much faster. Even if I was going to delete this area, as I've said before, look how much I've taken off already. How much faster that is. Then of course I would dig down a few more layers worth. Rinse and repeat until I'm a lot closer to the ground. Come on. Thank you. Yeah, go look at someone else's claim. I got all the stuff I need. In fact, I got more than the staff I need. With my 10 mechanics. Last season I had, I think, 6 or 7 mechanics, but I had 2 overseers. Because it felt like bear attacks and such like were a lot more often. This season I have found it feels like things that break down faster. I certainly didn't plan on having 10 mechanics, but I'm not going to kick him to the curb. That is beautiful. Might dig these 2 up. Oh, hold on. There might just be enough room. So it's this one and that one. Let's just make sure there's a little extra room. I was saying if it's 2,000 or more, I'll for the most part I'll dig it up. If it's just a single square surrounded by really crappy ones, then no, there's no point. I'm not going to bother. But there's 2 here, so we'll see. It depends on how the Franks get in there. The hell am I stuck on? Before I forget, let's take a look at the leaderboard. So, it doesn't look like too many people are putting in the ounces right now. Yes, okay, I've dropped down a couple of places, but there's 15,000 ounces. That's it. I probably have that much sitting in the vehicle workshop right now. Whatever the place is called. Uh, 13,000. Hey, Caged. How you doing, dude? Oh, look at Azid with his 12k. Oh, he's powering through this time. Oldman is 14th, so he's currently ahead of me on the seasonal. And on this one. So he's probably... I reckon he's 11th. No. Maybe not. He's going to be 12th or 13th. Yeah, good. All good, dude. Thank you for asking. Just prepping some room for the excavator should I desire the 2 squares I'm setting on. I'll do. Actually, let's push that corner there just a little bit. Hey, cupcake. Ooh, I'm a bit further over than I anticipated. This one might be a bit of a push. Come on, don't give up. Get off. Get. Thank you. The Sarge here making life a bit more difficult than it needs to be. The nothing is coming for me. That was a never-ending story reference. A film even older than Drop Dead Fred. But it was my favourite film as a child. In fact, I still have a video cassette. Can't play it, but I've still got a video cassette of the never-ending story that I've had since I was 5 years old. Looks like the paint job has given this guy a bit more oomph. And a bit less brains. Never-ending story is traumatic. I never thought so. My daughter, when I tried getting her into it, when she was old enough to like the film, couldn't watch past the horse. And I'm guessing that's what you're referring to, was where the horse died in the quicksand. This gives you an indication, right, of how much films have changed over the years. That film was either a U or a PG. I can't recall off the top of my head. But even if it's a PG, you know, kids are allowed to watch it. Like I said, I've had the video since I was 5. And even though there were giant statues, there was a couple of giant Sphinx statues in there that had their boobs out. Try having that on a PG or a U now. Even statue ones. I mean, it doesn't matter. I was 5 years old. I didn't understand the whole sexuality side of it all. So what does it matter? By the time you're old enough, then the age range on it doesn't matter anyway. Because there's another classification for it. Hey Ronald, yeah, great movie. Love that film. Like I said, I've had a video cassette of it that I've had since I was 5 years old. Still got it. It's in my bedroom. Can't play it on anything. Got nothing to play it on, but once we've done with this, I do need to quickly push that side over a little bit. Then we need to mine up the and delete the in-between dirt, in-between cuts. So on this top section here, let's take a look. Not gonna keep. Yes, yes, and yes, and no. So we're gonna have to go up into this bit a little bit more as well. So that we have some room for maneuvering. Oh yeah, let's take a look as well. So where are we? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So we're on this row we just done. Oh, look at that. Almost no gold lost. And there's virtually no overburden. Sorry. I mean, that right there is some precision digging. Oh, dozing. It is such a shame that so much does get deleted. I mean, at the same, right, so in the sense of a leaderboard, yeah, great, I'm deleting dirt, I'm not just moving it around. Makes life easier, it's a bit faster. But if I wanted to go for, alright, push overburden off, but I want some of the gold to be kept on, even if it's pushed over to the next square, that would be nice. So unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. Oh, I'll tell you what, I had quite a large dinner. I'm feeling sleepy, full. I don't get that very often. I don't normally eat such a large amount, but I was really hungry earlier. I mean, it was only jacket potatoes, but even so. Food is food, and overdoing it can still cause you to be overfull. So, sleepy full. Yeah, I'm probably... Let me deselect this for a second. Well, I don't know, that wouldn't be that difficult to bulldoze. I thought it was over there a bit more. Where the smokestack is reaching. Just there at the top of the smoke. Yeah, that might be the potatoes. Yeah, no, it's just the hot meal full up, making you feel sleepy. That's all it is. And I overdid it, so... not overdid it. But it was enough to max me out. I mean, it was 2 spuds. With just went for a simple one, just went with beans and cheese. I was doing prep work and I didn't want to cook anything big. Well, long-winded, right, I should say. If I had have been in the mood, I might have done some bolognese to put on them. Almost done with the dozing. Last few squares here. Oh, actually, hold on. No, we're not. Got a couple more, I believe. deselect these, get them out of the way. Yes, I'm digging those up, so I do need these ones to be flattened. You see, I'm pretty good at the dozing. So 2 full squares, and then we're going to push some of that over to the edge before we delete it using the combination of the excavator and the cougar. Do you know, I really do miss the whole dragon look. But at the same time, this skin was hard won, and there's not a lot of variety with the leaderboard skins right now. Well, there wasn't in the first place, but they're starting to bring out variety. I can't bear to get rid of it. You can't bulldoze this cleanly. It's pretty easy, I find. I'll show you what I do in a minute. Wait, do you mean with the floor, or do you mean with the wall? If it's the floor, blade all the way down, then nudge it up slightly. Just that little bit. If you get stopped dead in your tracks, like this, you might need to wiggle the blade. If there's too much and it starts to ramp up, let it ramp up. Once the dirt's no longer going anywhere from the ramp, hold on. Have I got anywhere I can use as an example? So, let's say I've pushed it all the way up here, right? Instead of going down to the bottom and trying to push the whole load again, try to see if you can go in midway and do it in a smaller increment instead, like that. If you're it's all about whether or not you're pushing too much. Oh, I need to change my batteries out. Should have two good ones here. If not, and I've lost track of my rotation, I've got 4 batteries and a charger in my bedroom. I will need to go and swap them out. We'll see how long this charge lasts. Yeah, basically I have 8 batteries on rotation. I've always got 4 in a charger in my bedroom, and 4 batteries that are out here with me if I need them for the pad. They take 2 at a time. So, always got some batteries on the go. Is there any other things you find tricky using the dozer with the floor that you need me to explain? Anything I can help you with, maybe? Try and give you a leg up. Or a blade up. See it all the way down. Oh, didn't do that right. All the way down and up. Just trying to steer is one of the biggest things. If you watch. Oh, okay, it's not doing it for once. It normally tries to push you in one direction. Oh, here we go. See how it's tilting me around? That's doing that on its own. I'm not touching anything there. You got the hang of it, you just need the smoothing advice. Yeah, well, just the blade, like as I showed you, you can either squash the dirt down with your tracks, but you've got to be really careful, otherwise you can end up getting stuck like this. But you know about squashing down the dirt. And then the same thing again with the spines. I wonder if backdragging works. No. No, you can't backdrag. This almost looks like it's a prison outfit. You got the manual labour icon. You got a prison name number attached to it. We're going to call this one the convict from now on, I think. It's a shame it's not in orange. Like with the rest of it though. with the rest of the skin. No, okay. I see what you're getting at. Do a quick save. So I'm not going to keep what I'm about to do. So blade all the way down. Got to get it to bite in. Then up a little once you start. Do that little nudge it up to be able to get the first strip level. Now obviously it didn't bite in at the beginning because of that hill, so what I normally do here, flip it around. Try not to ride the spines. Then again, blade all the way down, nudge it up. Do the reverse direction. Till I get the desired area. If you can turn around, great. If not, just keep going reverse till you widen the area. But how you do it is up to you. Just make sure to save often. And then just start cutting. Again, I went down and then up a little bit. But start cutting into the wall to make the area wider. And deal with the spine in the middle. Down, nudge it up. Then once I got enough of an area down at the bottom, I then, if I'm going that way to level everything off in that direction, I've got the room to move now. So then I can start work in this direction. Now, as you see, it's going up. That's fine. It's ramped me up. But if you do too much in one go, it will stop you dead in your tracks. So you're not going to be able to do it. So I'll then back down the ramp. Go from... Get to a... What am I stuck on? There we go. Go to a lower point, but not all the way down. Take off the next layer. Rinse and repeat until I've got a flat surface like over there, where I can start chipping away at the wall. Was you the one as well who asked me how I did it at the front a while back? Maybe. Well, similar thing. Although it's harder on this steeper incline, but blade all the way down to bite in. And then bring it up a notch to start. Oh, I'm too close to that box. Let's try that again. So you start with the blade all the way down to bite in. Then you bring the blade up a little bit. You might need to wiggle to get it going. Once you're ready, once you got it where you want to be, get your blade level again. See? It just takes practice. I did all this off of a stream where Split was explaining it. And it took me not very long to pick it up. If you're on about the little ridges like that there, that's where it starts you. So if you're worried about that, just make a second pass. See how much smoother that is? Hopefully that's helped you out. Right, so yeah, that's where I am working now. Perfect. I mean, you can see little lumps on this one. This is a rush job. I think if I were to do it, I would script it. Make the explanation a bit smoother. But that's a decent idea though, dude. That could get me some decent viewings. Although, so we all know about the channel goal, the subscription one. There's also X amount of watch time in hours in the last year. This is that you need to reach. This is all in the last year, the 500 subs and the watch time in hours. Now the watch time in hours, it's 3,000 that I need. I need 3,000 hours watched in the last year. I've got over 6 now. I've actually got more watch time hours than I need for the second goal, which will be 1,000 subs. So this is what I like. My sub count may be low. It is slowly climbing. But I've got the loyal viewers. I haven't just got dead viewers. I've got people who are actually watching the content. And it's great. Ah, cut too deep there, look. Good job I'm not a perfectionist. At least not right now, anyway. Also, I think one of the most needed claims for the bulldozer, it's going to be Rivertown, isn't it? Yeah, I know, but the Rivertown has the most uneven dirt, I think. This square on the corner here wasn't even there. Wasn't even... This bit that I'm standing on now was down at this bottom level, down here. This is where I've pushed the dirt over to this side and made a ledge. But every time you see me about to start, watch what I do with the blade. I do it every time. I drop the blade down all the way and then I nudge it up. Because it's the best frame of reference. Too high up and you'll ramp up. Too low down and you'll start cutting deeper into the claim. And then when you want to chip away at a wall, you don't want to go too deep into it. Otherwise you'll have too much dirt to push and you won't be able to move. And this isn't me digging down lower. As you can see, it's not gone dropped down any further. This is where the spines are creating this wave of dirt that I'm pushing. See, 90% of the dirt you move gets deleted. It doesn't actually get shifted around. Okay, yeah, that's only one square in the back, so I won't be digging that up. But basically done with this one. Oh, look at that. No overburden, except for that square. And I've basically kept all of my gold. Minimal deletion. You've got to keep an eye on your squares as you remove layer by layer. If you're not used to it. Just take note of how much is being deleted. You don't want to delete too much gold. Especially if you're in, say, a hard mode. Come on. Lost my blade orientation. Got to wiggle it sometimes. Don't let the dirt beat the sarge. The sarge just needs to beat the dirt into submission. the most part, this area, it would be flat enough for the Frankenstein to sit on without sliding around. But having a Frankenstein sit on dirt comes with its own problems. Let's say you accidentally didn't line up a hopper properly. The dirt's just going to collect and create like a giant spire. Or if it's low, or if the hopper's low to the ground, the dirt will pile up and then push your hopper around once it reaches it. I've got a little divot there I screwed up with. That's why I don't make pads for the Franks to sit on. It's too easy to do an accidental screw up with the lining up. Hey look, I made a ramp. Bit of a jump to come off the end. But that is a fully functioning ramp right there. The more you drive over it, the smoother it would get as well. It can be that simple. Although depth of dirt is a big factor. The deeper the dirt, the harder it is to ramp up. At a good angle, I mean. Otherwise the angle would just be too steep. And by messing around with that, I've made this one a little more difficult to do. It does want to shift. It's all good though. It won't take me long to rectify. Just a few extra passes. I wasn't watching. Wasn't paying attention. I was thinking about... Honestly, the little video you suggested. I was kind of thinking of the steps I would add in. I'm confident enough to not have to worry, but you should always save often. When you've done something you like, if something's gone well for you, save it. Then you can move on to your next strip. But always save before your next strip is started. That way if you screw it up, you can just undo the damage. And the most poignant time for saving would be before you even start your first push. The first starting bulldozing, the first strip you make is going to be the hardest. Because it's uneven ground, like you said. Once you've got a level flat surface created, that's when the rest of it becomes easier. I don't think it matters if you're not spending money or if you're not collecting gold. I think that's what they watch for. Is if you're spending a bunch of money, reload, then spending a bunch of money. Things like that. But look how many times I've quick loaded and quick reset when I've been fixing my FPS. Especially on the old card. Winter dirt's going to be a lot harder to bulldoze. Right, I'll show you what I was on about earlier, by the way. If I back up into the wall, best I can you see how that's changed colour? And look how far up it went. Worst case scenario, chip into that with the front end loader. And then that will release it a bit higher up as well. I'll do it again over here where there's definitely no discoloured dirt. Right, let me turn. Did it? Wait, did that not work that time? Oh, yeah, it did a little bit. Hey, Gabriel. Right, it's some weird stuff. I hate when it does that. Hey, hey, hey! Sarge, your battery is exposed. Armour up. But yeah, so if you affect the bottom bit, like I have right there in the beam of light, but it has, and you can't dig on the top bit using the excavator, chip away at the discoloured bit using the front end loader. It will push the wall back a little bit and hopefully free it up enough for the excavator. Right, I think that's good enough. Let's take one final look here. I think that was 27, so I've lost a tiny bit off that one. But all in all, I've kept pretty much all of it. Next to no overburden where it matters. That's a good plan. Actually, that's something I can show you too. Right, watch the dirt colour, ready? See how well this works. Oh, they have changed it a little bit then. Ah, there we go. And then literally, you won't need to do any other spot. You dig away at that. And as you dig away, the sides will defrost as you're digging. You know, you can just keep going along the side of it. You may not be able to go deep in, say, that direction, but you can slowly cut your way down that way or that way. That was being stubborn. Yeah, no, I will, dude, I will. I just got a couple of squares I need to actually delete the dirt from. Oh, no, not that one. That one? Yes. So I can fit the Franks in. Although, that being said, that one might be necessary as well. We'll have to wait and see. I won't bother deleting that one yet. That'll be a last resort. I need to get around that corner kind of a thing. He's going to be thinking about this all day now, just trying to plan it out. Well, look at that. That's smooth enough that you could put a kid's playground on it or something. Obviously without the clip edge. He's in front of me at the moment. But that doesn't really matter right now. He is 78,000. So he's actually he's just put some through because he was in 14th place. Oh no, that's why he was in 14th. So he's not that far ahead of me. 8,000 there. And 7,000 there. But this is why it's not important. If he was a lot further ahead, I still wouldn't say it's important until I've done my clean out. Then I would know what the difference is. And I won't be cleaning that out until one of two things happens. Either I get to the end of summer, or the end of the claim and it needs to be reset. When either one of those conditions are met, that is when I will reset, clean out the gold. Do the gold way. Sounds like a move, doesn't it? Do the gold way. Like a dance move. Like do the Macarena. Or do the funky chicken. Do the gold way. Alright, that might have to be good enough for now. I've got 35 million, so money's not going to be an issue. The only outgoing fees I have to pay right now is 48 grand, I think, a day for workers. I own all my equipment this time round. Max speed on the smooth surface. Haha. Right. Quick save. Quick load. FPS isn't too bad, but this will also fix the see-through dirt glitch. Did you hear, Gabriel, how, you know, that 33,000 ounces, I think it was, last clean out? Hear how long that took me to smelt? It took me 25 minutes to smelt all those bars. It was over 100 bars, and it cost me 700 grand to smelt them all. Am I on a good pace because I fully bought T5 on Season 1, Day 15? You bought your equipment halfway through summer. Well, that's not going to work. But no, if you'd skipped through to the last day before permafrost and bought all your equipment, then it would have been a lot cheaper. You bought them when your equipment was at its most expensive. Even if the parts were on offer midsummer, it's still more expensive than not on offer at the end of winter. Actually, I think I know how I can do this quicker. Just need to even out these walls first. Well, that's up to you. I skipped loads of time in order to get my workers leveled up. I leveled up my workers by skipping time. I'm in year 4 right now. This is only my, what, second claim? Second map? Geronimo! We all know I'm faster with the excavator than I am a loader. The truck, technically speaking, can hold an infinite amount of dirt. Any extra just gets, past 100 just gets deleted. So, it's not all going to go onto the floor and spread. It's just going to collect. But yeah, that's at 100 already. Oh, sorry, let me just readjust. My back's been giving me some issues today. Need to get a bit more comfortable. But yeah, for those who don't know, I was being asked for a while about some of my other videos, what I've done, what I haven't done. I have added a link in the description below to other playlists. Other stuff I've done on my channel. So if you'd like, feel free to check that out. Oh, no, sorry. I thought that was something new on chat then. Coffee, good. You see that line on that square behind me move then? See? It's where the vehicles affect the dirt. And it's something I wish they'd add to Out of Ore. You can slowly wear down your own paths, your own little mini dirt roads as you're driving around naturally. That would be fantastic in that game. Don't ask me why I didn't just get out of the bulldozer. I've got no clue. Could have just jumped out one machine and straight into another. Alright, 5 days left. We're almost to the point of processing dirt again. Once we're there, I can do a swap out on my plant every 15 minutes to 20 minutes, but let's call it 15 for the moment. No, actually no, let's call it 20. Let's go for the worst case. Give me a second. Six seconds to an in-game minute. So 10 in-game minutes is an hour? No. 10 in-game minutes is 1 real-life minute. So 200 minutes in game, which is what, 3 hours plus some change, 3 hours 20 in game. So every 3 hours 20 in game, roughly speaking, I'm cleaning out my mats, swapping out my buckets. So that's something like 7 or 8 clean outs an in-game day, or swap outs an in-game day. If my math is right, and to be fair, it might not be. So I can get quite a few buckets done in that time. Oops. My bad. That should help tear through this a little faster down here. It'll push back a lot further at least. Okay, that got it. That was not picking up. Oh, for crying out loud, I need to stop doing that. I'm a bit too over eager when emptying my cougar's bucket. I just want to get everything out of there. Don't want my balls in her bucket. She takes too much. I have to back up that much just to be able to see what you're doing. I never thought of that as a valid light source. I just had an idea about something. Just a random curiosity thing. See how this works. Oh, okay. No, it won't work. I thought there was a light hanging off underneath the end of this. If there had, you could have used it as an overhead light. I mean, this season we can fit extra machines on the claim, so why not, you know? Could have had them coming off the walls like street lights. Coming off the top of the wall, over the top of the cliff edges, like street lamps. Almost back to digging, guys. Sorry, my back again. Oh, a little bit more of a recline on my chair here. Hopefully that'll sort it out. So do you guys think that where they gave us access to additional machines on the claim this season, do you think that was done on purpose or by accident? Like, they started us off with, what, 3 or 4 machines on claim? I mean, if I wanted, I could buy extra dump trucks and just simply maneuver them around at different angles. Sorry. I didn't mean to hit that button. I was reaching for my pad. I clicked the button on the number board. It didn't click. Oh, here's a question for you guys as well. So, I'll pose this in my Discord for those who aren't around here but are in the Discord as well for later. But if you've watched this far and you're not in my Discord, feel free to leave a comment with your vote, so to speak. When the leaderboard ends, I plan on going 3 different games during the week until the next leaderboard. So 2 days a week will be Out of Ore. We'll still do Graveyard Keeper on the 1 day a week. And I want to throw in another game. I can't decide whether it's going to be Satisfactory, a revisit to Satisfactory. The last time I did it on the channel was update 4, though the last time I played was update 7. Or go back to Stationeers. There has been some big updates on Stationeers as well. The character has a mood thing about like allowance now. Like, if you're in the suit all the time, your character gets moody, so his food and drink gets used faster. You've got to shower, things like that. And whilst I make no promises, I'm trying to see if Oldman Gaming wants Stationeers as well. And even if he does and he gets on with it, there's still no promise or guarantee that he'll be willing or able to do a co-op on it. So, if you guys have a preference, what would you like to see 2 days a week? Stationeers or Satisfactory? Need to actually see what I'm doing in full now. I wonder if chat's working or if no one's answering. I had an issue with it the other day. Hold on, let me double check. Let me refresh my stream. Okay, no one said anything. That's fine. As long as I know it's working. The other day, for quite a stretch, it wasn't showing chat messages. Then it suddenly gave them all in one big flow, and I had to stop, pause, and read back through everything. When I pick games that obviously I want to play and I have fun playing, if I'm not enjoying what I'm playing, the commentary will be complete crap, the stream will be not worth watching, you guys won't like it. So there's at least that. We've still got 2 weeks to decide. As of tomorrow, 2 hours plus 24, so 26 hours from now is exactly 2 weeks left of the leaderboard. Well, 25 hours 53 minutes, but you get the idea. If tomorrow I get to the point of a clean out, I will stop playing for the day, and I'll do it on the stream on Monday. That last one I'll do just with the front end loader. It's too small a ledge. Oh, this is dull. That's why it's not the easiest to commentate when there's no one chatting as well. Kind of run out of things to say and try to make small talk with people who are only listening. The old man still playing? No, he stopped digging. What's his final tally for now? 78 grand. 78,000 on max. I've got enough in the equipment shed to push past that already. Not that I'm going to stop, of course. So close. Oh no, we've still got the other side to do, haven't we? False hope. I bounced off of that. No, look, stop digging too far. I'm going to lose gold otherwise. These corners are always the tricky ones. But that will do. It's not very clean, but it'll get us where we need to go. I'm going to hazard a guess and say that my frank has slipped. Damn. Surprised it kept going all this time. Try that again. Here we go. Now, where is my truck? Thank you to those who stuck through all of that boring ass crap. We're about to start the digging portion. The processing portion. Your due diligence has been noted. Even if I don't know exactly who you are. Why? Why would you continue to swing round? Well, that's one way to get down a hill. Every rally driver, eat your heart out. Hey, Drew. My cut is looking good. My cut is up there. I will show you. This is my cut. This is the mid cut. Bask in all its glory. I don't know yet whether or not I'm going to be doing the far cut. It's going to depend on how many days are left of summer. Don't know why I stopped the engine. I was looking where I was going to go, not where I was going. Leave that down there. Leave the engine running for a moment. Ah, finally she can stretch her legs. Could be good. Down in that direction. Nope, bit further. Perfect. Right, so that one and that one are going to be consumed. Those two not so much. I'm going to get at least these two. So maybe I should process that one. Take the hit. All that lovely no overburden. Glorious. Yes, I said glorious. I'll leave those. That one, yes. That one, yes. That one, no. Guess I'm going to have to go further down with this one. That'll have to do for now. Make sure I watch your course to make sure the dirt goes where it's supposed to. Yeah, that one got me. Sorry, guys. Right, that's good enough for the test. Whilst that's all doing what it's doing, let me quickly reset the dirt glitch. This is the one I'm worried about, so we're going to wait here. Ugh. Okay, we knew that one was good. Start the engine in case I need to adjust. And the verdict is... needs a minor adjustment. There we go. Good enough. Let's actually start putting through some material. We haven't got enough buckets waiting to be cleaned. We need to add more. As Spy always says, need more. On the plus side, I'm going to be spending less time with the loader, where I'm able to reach so far down because of the overburden removal. And on the even better side, the Franks aren't going to struggle as much, or this Frank isn't going to struggle as much when I put it up onto the bank. How have I got dirt nodes here? It does make life easier not having to have it flat out, no tilt, trying to wedge it up onto the dirt bank. Oh yeah, I should quick save in case there's something there, in case something goes wrong. I haven't lost too much at this point if I do that. Yep, that's going into the plant. Perfect. Trying to see the buckets. Ah, come on. That was just my fault. That was poor aim. That tyre track in mid-air doesn't help. Or track tread. Plant was partially full to begin with, so it shouldn't take too long to fill up. I do feel like I'm going to chew through this lot pretty quickly. Now that I'm seeing how far down I can get with the excavator, I'm going to be chewing through this section of claim pretty fast. I mean, essentially, actually, for a little while, at least, I can probably just go backwards. I don't need to go across yet. Given the depth I'm dealing with right here. That one takes its time right now. I don't know why that one got so far out of sync. Unless it's the nighttime bonus. Like, if the nighttime bonus gave you extra there, but it causes it to... But you can only fit 100% in the bucket, so it causes it to swap out early, or 100% in the grates. So it causes it to swap earlier because it's filling up faster. No, it should be the other way around then. Maybe it's the gold bonus and the mats then, rather than the nugget trap. This dirt glitch gets so annoying sometimes. Like, how long... It wasn't that long ago that I fixed it. Alright. Hopefully that will catch up in a moment. %, that'll do. I feel like all these machines are louder suddenly. Oh, maybe that was it. Maybe it's because they normally glitch out. And they weren't. Come on. Perfect. One bucket. Go for a ride. I'm going to make sure I wash that gold thoroughly. Send it through the trommel. Hey, hey, hey. I didn't say you could go for a ride. Come on, mouse down. I wonder if I park my truck there, if it will go through and just land in the back of my truck. Oh my god. Go. Thank you. And back to the grind. Thankfully, we can actually see this time. I find that quite funny. I'm sitting there deleting dirt and bulldozing dirt for a couple of hours. And I've got the viewers. The moment I start sending dirt to the plant and cleaning out the plant, my viewers have dropped by half. You'd expect that to be the other way around, wouldn't you? I think 2 squares back is probably the furthest I'm going to be able to do this. At least while I'm only on 1 wide. Do you know how to check when they are going to update to PS5? I did see something somewhere in update notes. I just can't remember what I saw, and I couldn't find it again earlier when I was checking for something else. I remember seeing that they said it's going to take a couple of days to go to the PlayStation, but like 2 weeks to go to Xbox. Hold on, let me check on Discord. Here we go. PS, we understand the impatience when it comes to consoles. Currently, the consoles are being tested after the first part of the patches. If everything is fine, later today we will send them for certification, which takes 1 to 2 business days on PlayStation and up to 7 business days on Xbox. That was yesterday. So even if they sent them yesterday, like last thing of the day yesterday, 2 business days is Monday and Tuesday. Right. Wrong direction. That's alright, dude. It's all good. Oh, not again with the dirt. Come on. But I'm hoping this is going to be a really good gold wave when we get to it. I only need 15,000 ounces for the max gold minimum and 13 for the seasonal. Last clean out we had, what was it, 33,000 ounces, something along those lines. I mean, I probably have enough up in that shed right now to get me on both boards, but it won't be by much. And obviously I want to skip ahead a bit. Rubble pump is always early. I wonder, how much of the claim do you think you can just delete only using a bulldozer? That would be hardest to try out on Pine Valley, because Pine Valley is nice and flat. Harder to obviously dig in. Rivertown probably got the easiest one to do once you get started, because it's got a really low point. This claim, you can get started from the front, that's absolutely fine, but you got this corner over here where it really dips down, which is stupid because that should be where all the gold is. Think about it. It all comes rushing down from the waterfall down there. Then it all kind of comes around the corner into the bulk of the claim. That should be a natural nugget trap. That and underneath, directly underneath the waterfall itself. Well, that was quick. That was quicker than expected. I don't get why sometimes it swaps at 99% and other times it swaps at 100. I'm hoping there's enough. Ah, no, maybe not. Well, that's bullcrap. Oh no, there might be enough in the conveyor system. Yes. Oh no. Why? 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 Ugh. Now I've got to wait for these to max out, the nuggetators to max out, so I can replace with these. Well, what I normally do, because that's 85% complete, is I do one. I put the bucket on one of them, wait till it's maxed out, take it over to the. Oh, and if it's not maxed out, sorry, take it over to the other one and max it out there. But this is going to take a couple of swap outs before I can deal to that. I am not accepting any half measure buckets this time on this clean out. So there might be a... Let's say we got around the same amount of gold, right? The number of buckets won't be quite as many. Maybe not enough to notice, but when you're looking at them all, but in terms of how long it takes to clean everything out, it'll be 1 or 2 buckets quicker. Maybe a couple more. Wouldn't have expected it to get stuck on this way of it. This size of the dirt cliff. Maybe there's a spine or something. Oh yeah, I see it. That's what I got stuck on. Whilst this is only 2 wide for the moment, which I didn't actually expect. I thought it was going to be 3. That might have to be deleted. Those 2. It is probably for the best that I did go backwards to right, his belt's on. I need to try and do a cleaner job here as well. The hell am I stuck on? I didn't want to dig. There we go, that got it. I felt that one coming. Well, I stopped. Well, I dug that further back than I meant to. And no, can't get to that bit. The wall. And push forwards. I thought that swapped already. Yeah, I am Fanfus. I don't know, I'm just not feeling the small talk when I'm talking to people who are only listening. I'm just coming up a bit too forced and can't think of things to say tonight. Just having an off day with the small talk. I kid you not. Yeah, I know I'm boring. Oh. You meant to say kidding, but you said, I kid you not, as if to say, look, I'm seriously telling the truth. No, I knew. I know I'm not performing tonight, so to speak. It's a lot harder when you're having to just ramble. And sometimes you have an off day with it. It happens. So let's do something to change things up a little bit here. I'm going to try something out. Assuming I can get up there. Stop, stop, stop. That's as close as I can get. Open the flap. You gonna go through or not? Okay. Oh! Damn. That made me jump. Oh crap, where's that one going? Okay, it's making its way along, not the way I intended, but... no, it doesn't work. Right, I need to stop the plant for a moment. Okay, that's good. The mine, at least one miner's moss swapped. Not the glacier, not the creek, not the creek, not the creek. Stop. Oh my god. Stupid buttons. No, not the trommel lever. What the hell is wrong with me? Right, that one and that one. Just so that it doesn't overfill. Oh, it wouldn't have done anyway. I need to see who we've lost. That is dodgy as hell. Sun's out according to the image and of course the what I can see around me, right? In here, you can hear rain hitting the tent. Right, where is my... Okay, there. Alright, resting is a Frank. Okay. The Cougar. Another Frank. A mechanic. Another mechanic. I never actually assigned you to this one on the end here. That was my bad. Another mechanic. And another mechanic. Okay. I can live with that. All my mechanics are down. And, well, 2 vehicles. There were worse people to lose. I was hoping I could get the buckets to slide along and head straight into the back of the truck. Would have been more entertaining. Sorry. I hadn't sit forward to do this and my back didn't like it. That is so dodgy the way it's out of sync like that. Thankfully, the fuel refuel thing still happens, even in the ones where they're resting. I don't know if the hydraulics stay improved whilst they're resting. And you guys mocked me for having so many mechanics. I would have none right now. Ha ha ha. Who's got the last laugh now, huh? This is where all the rest of my staff faint because it's still 32 degrees. The game just wanted to punish me. Well, there's some mechanics still working, look. Oh, is that out of fuel? That's the easiest way to see whether it's out of fuel or not. Not look for the smokestack. Just wait and see if there's a mechanic trying to repair it. Because the alternator's not charging up the battery. I might have to make this the final clean out for tonight, guys. My back is starting to get worse. Great. Even more out of sync. Don't you love it when the autosave kicks in when you're mid-air and you just stop going forwards? It's like you hit an invisible brick wall. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I know. You're being careful to reach for the map. Next thing you know, you've gone like that. It's like, what? Huh? Well, at least this swapped properly this time. I should double check that actually. Yep. Right, let's put these away. help if I hit the right button to go forwards instead of backwards. Or backwards instead of forwards, should I say. I forgot I made these, gonna call them the triplets. They're cougars in training. They get dirty too. They like to hold on to the gold, and they get plenty wet. Cougars in training. It's the triplets. They're not twins. Triplets. It's a trifecta. It's gonna dirty up the gold instead of cleaning it. I'm trying to guess how much we got here versus what we had last time. Like, so that versus that. On the one side, this is neater. More compact, but I still think that's maybe like half. I don't know why I got that one. But anyway, guys, for now, I'm going to end it off here. I'm going to go lay down, sort out my back a little bit. Or try to. But I want to thank you all very much for watching. Please don't forget to rate and comment below, and I'll see you guys next time. Which, hopefully, if you're here, is Monday. So in the meantime, guys, have a good night. Stay safe. Sleep well. Goodbye.